Hello friends, in this video I am going to demonstrate how to generate certificates while conducting online quizzes. In our previous videos we have already seen how to use Google Forms for conducting online quizzes. If you want to know how to limit your students to write online exam in stipulated time, or if you want to know when the students have submitted their responses, you can check my previous videos. While conducting online quizzes, to create some sort of interest among students, you need to give some extra efforts. If the student receive a certificate along with the score, so we can create interest among the students. So in this video, we are going to discuss how to generate certificates automatically along with the scores whenever the student is attempting an online quiz. And so for this purpose, you need to have a pre-designed certificate. This is the certificates what I have designed for this purpose. You can design anything of your interest. This I have designed using PowerPoint presentation. So after creating or after designing your certificate, the next step what we need to do is how to upload the same in your Google Drive. So every one of us will have a Gmail account. Along with the Gmail account, you will be having a Google Drive. In the Google Drive, go to your left hand side where you can see new button or a new option. If you click this, it will prompt you to upload the file or upload a folder. Now your file has to be uploaded here. If you click this, and it will ask you which file has to be uploaded. Now the file which we need to upload is the certificate file. So now the file got uploaded. Now after finishing of your upload, so this is the information how you'll get the file was uploaded. After this, you need to have your Google form. So this is the pre-designed Google form what we are having. You know how to create this Google form, we have already discussed in our previous videos. Just give the title, the date on which you are conducting, the marks and the timing. So below that you will have the details, like you're asking the details of your student to enter full name, the university register number, their university or the registered phone numbers, and then starts your questions. So for this purpose I have selected 5 questions and I am asking these 3 details from the students. And even you can change the theme of this. So if you can customize this theme, you can select an image. So these are the default images, and if you want this quiz to be more professional, you can create your own image. So for this purpose I have designed a special image for this purpose. Now you can see the file was uploaded. Then if you click done, you can see this file got uploaded. So it will be giving entire information. The dimensions or the measurements for this particular theme is it should have 1600 by 400 pixels measurements. The length should be 1600 and that should be 400 pixel measurements. This you can done using your Photoshop. So this will give a much more professional look. Now once this is done, the next step is to change the settings. So limit only one response, and we can do all these things, then make it as a quiz. Immediately after submission, how to release marks. For missed questions and point values, you can highlight all these things. Now you are ready for your examination. Now after this, how to generate certificates. So for this purpose, you need to have add-ons. So just like your form limiter and Timify, you can have add-ons at this particular button, more option, where you can see add-ons. And if you go to add-ons, you will have plenty of options there, so where you can search for Certify-M. This is the app. So this was already installed. If it is not installed, it will be prompting you to install. So that is the thing. Now once it is installed, now go to the add-ons button, then simply click on Certify-M. Now you can see an option like enable Certify-M in this quiz. So click that one. Then get started. Now you can see a dialog box like this. This is exclusively for Certify-M, where you can see by default it will be in the off position. So you need to turn it on. And you can give the passing percentages. And if you want to give certificates to each and every one, just you can simply make it as 0%. And if you want to make it for 50% or 60%, you can make changes as per your wish. Then, so by default, you will be having, these are the certificates which are available by default. But you don't want to have those things. So you want to create your own certificates. So for this purpose, you can go to use a custom template. So click that one. Then here you can see a select a new file. So if you click that one, so it will be asking you for different certificates. So we have already uploaded the certificates. So click this and select. Then simply save changes. Now you can see the certificate was uploaded. Now you can even make some necessary changes if you want it by going to the advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you can see, so what is the message you want to show upon submission to the students. You can type your responses are received and you will shortly receive score and certificate. So you can give message like this, and whom the name of the sender, you can give the name of the sender, some XYZ, and you can give subject, certificate and score. Then contents of the body, if you want you can give, otherwise you can keep it aside like that. Then in which format you want to send this, whether you want to send this in PDF format or if you want to send it in image format, anything is okay. So generally by default it will be in PDF. Then just save it. Now everything is ready. Now you need to turn it on. Now certification is off. Now you need to turn it on. Now whenever it is turned on, you need to check this by just clicking on this link to exam. If you click this, then it will show how the student is able to see this examination. So you can type your details here. I'm just typing my details. You can give some register number, then anyways phone number, then give some exam. Now I have given all the responses, then simply submit. Now you can see your score here, and let us see whether you have received your certificate or not. Now see, now whenever you are switching on this, so you'll get initially this mail that your Certify add-on was activated. So after this, it will take some time for the certificate to generate. Now you will receive a certificate like this with the student name, the register number, the subject of the examination, on which date it was conducted, along with the score. So this is how you can generate the certificates along with the student name, the subject, the date, register number, etc. etc. Now before proceeding with the other things, let me clarify some of the things which are very important here. Now this is the certificate we have created. You can see here. So this is to certify that Mr. or Miss. So you can see two flower brackets, and in that I placed full name, and then two flower brackets closed, and then bearing register number, two flower brackets, other identifier, then two flower brackets, has participated in online quiz on same title. So whatever I am placing here, I have not placed anything here. I have not placed the name, not placed the register number, the title, that is the name of the examination, the date, as well as the percent. But I have given the instructions or commands to the application. Now, what is the meaning of all these things? Why we need to keep them in flower brackets? What is the meaning of other identifier? What is the meaning of title? All these things. So by default, the application has given certain guidelines which makes you to follow them. The first thing is, you can see here, so you have two flower brackets, and inside that you can have your full name, then close it with two flower brackets, and then so these, how many things you can make in a certificate is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So total 10 variations or parameters you can change. You can collect the name of the student, you can select the title of the certificate, like you can give the examination or whatever it may be. Then other things, you need to give the other identifier. This is the other identifier. Then you can have other identifier 2 and other identifier 3. So what is the other identifiers? So what is the meaning of these things we can discuss. You can even collect the date. By default it will be selecting the date, and you can even take the date of submission also. If both are the same, you can take any one, but if you are conducting the exam on one day and the submission date is on other day, you can take both the things. And you can take percentage, how much percentage the student has secured, and even you can select the passing percentage also. And then you can give certificate ID for some authentication. So these are all the parameters that were given as per the application guidelines. Now I will discuss what are the meanings of these things. Okay, now just go to the Google form. So this is the Google form what we have. Now here you can see, so title is this one, the first and foremost thing. So this will become a title. So after this title, so you will have email address. By default you will have an email ID. So after email ID, whatever it is coming, that will be your name. So you should not place your university register number here, because the software cannot discriminate whether it is university number or name. So after email ID, everywhere, anytime or every time, you need to have your full name, and after that you can have other identifier. So this will become other identifier. So that is the reason. So this is the thing, you can see I am showing once again your certificate. So this is the full name. So after email ID, this was placed. So after email ID, what is the question I asked to the students? To enter their name. So automatically it gets filled here. So the second one will be your identifier. So after name, you can have your identifier. In the second position, what I have placed is your university register number. So that is the reason university register number will become other identifier. Then the name of the examination, anyways it is title, I have already discussed. So that will be your title, and the date, and you can have your percent. And if you want to have their phone numbers also, or their address, so you can place them in other identifier 2 and other identifiers. So in that way you can make them, and if you want to have certificate ID, you can place somewhere here. So whatever changes you want, you can make, but basically these things are sufficient for you. So this you need to be very careful. And one more thing is, whenever you are making the things in your flower bracket, you should not give any space before or after. So it should be starting with the letter and should end with the letter. Now if I am giving some space here, so it will not take. So that is the reason it should be well within the flower brackets. So this is about the thing. And one more thing I want to discuss here is, so after uploading your certificate, you need to see whether it is exactly fitting into your certificate page or not. So for that purpose, what we can do is, so docs.google.com/presentations, you need to go to this, so presentation, because the PPT is in the MS PPT format, so you are converting that into Google presentations. So you can see this. So this is the presentation what I have uploaded. Now for this purpose, what I will do is, I'll go to the blank page, so whether to check whether it is fitting or not. Then I'll open the certificate what I have uploaded. Now this is the certificate I have uploaded. Now see, it is, everything is fitting nicely. And sometimes what will happen is, it may be coming out of the window, or the signature may not be fitting exactly above your name, or the font sizes may not be fitting well. So you need to check this before uploading the same to your Certify app. So these are the things we need to keep it in your mind carefully whenever you are using your Timify applications. Okay, so hope this will be helping you. So it took some time for the generation of this. So this is how you can see. So this is the name I have entered previously. You can see, so everything is so clear here. So if the student is receiving a certificate like this, so he will feel the interest in attending the question and attending the online quiz. So hope this video helps you. Thank you very much.